Hello, I'm Sung from the Montfort University, Senior Lecturer and Program Leader for MA and MSc Product Design. This is the presentation for those who didn't manage to attend any of the kickoff meetings for the International Upcycling Research Network. So it's a UKRI, it's a UK Research and Innovation, AHRC Arts and Humanities Research Council funded International Upcycling Research Network. So I'm the PI and Professor Rich Marlosi from the University of Botswana is a co-I of the project. So we've got this research and networking grant from AHRC, which is about 43K, and the project start date was the 1st of June 2022, and it's for 24 months. So the end date will be end of May 2024. And the background of the project is that upcycling has a lot of environmental, economic, and social benefits. But despite the potential benefits, upcycling remains a niche practice. So moving from a niche to mainstream practice could realize the full potential of upcycling. And there's also a recent increase in publications, initiatives, and businesses in upcycling, but research is still embryonic. So development of upcycling theory and practices across industries, disciplines, and countries is required for growth. So we are trying to become the world's first long-term platform to facilitate cross-industry, multidisciplinary, and international research. The stated aim on the bid document is that we aim to create positive synergies between various international actors for collaborative endeavors to understand and promote upcycling. So we have two short-term objectives and two medium to long-term objectives. First, the short-term objective is to expand our understanding of current upcycling research and practices using a series of seminars, and then collaborative investigation into the global challenges for scaling up upcycling using ISM workshops. And the first medium to long-term objective is to generate and develop new cross-industry, multidisciplinary, international collaborative research projects and initiatives using some dedicated meetings. And the second medium to long-term objective is to create and maintain the network website as a long-term platform. We have 10 advisory board members. 3 of them are not academics, so Bert Bjork from Creative Hub STPL and in Sweden, and Chris Billinghurst from the House of Upcycling in the UK, and Pete Eisenegger from National Consumer Federation in the UK, and the rest of them are senior academics in the UK, Sweden, and Australia. We started as 19 members listed on the bid, and then we used the snowballing to increase the members. So we are about 43 people now from 17 different countries of 5 continents. So we have 8 academics and 3 practitioners from Botswana, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe in Africa, and 5 academics and 3 practitioners from Canada, Chile, Costa Rica, and USA in America, and 2 academics and 3 practitioners from Hong Kong, India, and South Korea in Asia, and 2 academics from Australia, and 15 academics and 2 practitioners from Sweden and UK and Europe. This is the timetable of activities. So we have 4 advisory board meetings online. So the first one was in June, and there will be 2 more in February and July in 2023, and the last one in February 2024. And we had a kickoff meetings online in July. And we will have our ISM workshops online in September 2022, and the seminar series as an online event or blended event will be between September 2022 and January 2023. So depending on where you're based, Upcycling in Africa is in September, Americas in October, Asia in November, Australia in December, and Europe in January next year. And Joint Research Initiative progress meeting online and provisionally will be in April, June, and October 2023. And as the culmination of network activities, there's going to be International Upcycling Festival as a blended event or a completely in-person event in April or May 2024. This is our grant use plan. So although we've got total funding of 43K, but the extra money we could spend for our activities is at 29K. as a other directly incurred cost. So that's for the blended seminar series, additional in-person meetings in the UK, and International Upcycling Festival. So for the blended seminar series, we can pay for the travel and catering for key local collaborators. And so that's up to £650 per seminar. And additional in-person meetings in the UK, we can fund up to 5 new cross-industry, cross-discipline and international research projects or initiatives involving UK participants and happening in the UK. So that's up to £500 per project. And the rest of the money will be spent for the International Cycling Festival. So that's for your travel and accommodation and catering, banners and other printing, fee for anybody hired, such as artists, storytellers, and the nice color dinner for ourselves. This is the expectations for the network members. So for the main activity one ISM workshops online, we need a limited participation from you. We need about 10 to 20 people. And main activity two seminars is online or blended. Ideally, everyone should present your research practice ideas or opinions on upcycling. The blended event is optional, and for making it as blended, we need somebody volunteering for in-person organization. And main activity three, joint research initiative meetings online. Ideally, everyone should discuss your joint research or initiative progress. The additional in-person meetings in the UK is completely optional and volunteering based. And main activity for International Upcycling Festival. Again, ideally, everyone should contribute to the festival with papers or exhibitions, workshops, or anything else you would like to do. So I'm going to explain some details about the four main activities and additional activities now. So the first main activity, ISM workshops online in September 2022. The aim is to understand the interrelated and self-reinforcing challenges in the global upcycling value chain for scaling of upcycling. So interpretive structure modeling is a qualitative method used to structure various factors into a hierarchy and visualize the interaction between the factors to help decision makers in tackling those factors in order. I'm not the expert in this method, but my colleague, Dr. Emma Abzainer in architecture at DMU, is the expert, so she's going to be the workshop facilitator. In terms of the factors of the challenges or success factors, we already identified those factors and then published it as a book chapter. So yeah, we're going to use these factors for the workshop. So for this workshop, we are looking for experts in challenges, opportunities, success factors, and interventions for scaling up global upcycling. And ideally, those participants should give a quick response to emails within 72 hours. So we needed 10 to 20 people with a good geographical distribution or representation. So 2 to 4 from Africa, 1 to 2 from North America, 1 to 2 from South America, 2 to 4 from Asia, 2 to 4 from Australia, and 2 to 4 from Europe. And your contribution will be 30 minutes for an online pre-questionnaire, probably in August, and about 3 hours of online workshop participation in September. And optionally, you can also further contribute to the papers. The benefit to you is that you could become a co-author of the conference proceeding and the subsequent journal article based on this study. And we will send out separate email for recruitment soon. The second main activity is seminars. The aim is to understand current upcycling research and practices across industries, disciplines, and countries, and also discuss potential collaboration, ideas, and opportunities. So Upcycling in Africa in September will have 11 plus speakers for two-day event. Upcycling in Americas in October will have 8 plus speakers for two-day event. Upcycling in Asia in November will have 5 plus speakers for one-day event. Upcycling in Australia in December will have 2 plus speakers for half-day event. Upcycling in Europe in January next year will have 17 plus speakers for 2 to 3 days of event. So the structure will be about 20 minutes of presentation per person, followed by 30 minutes of Q&A and potential collaboration discussion. And then probably we will have 10 minutes of comfort break. So one person will roughly have a 1 hour slot. So myself or Richie as a co-I or anybody else as the volunteers could facilitate or chair the seminars. So how this could work? So everyone ideally presents something regarding your research practice, ideas, opinions, etc. on upcycling, focusing on your country of reason, and also suggest how you could work together with others in terms of multidisciplinary, cross-industry and international collaboration. So your contribution is 20 minutes of presentation and 30 minutes of discussion, and also optionally you can attend other seminars for discussion. So benefit to you is identify potential future collaborators and also make this book chapter out of your presentation. And optionally, you can make this seminar as a blended event to invite key local collaborators in person. And then you can spend about up to £650 for travel and catering, but it has to be back payment. So that means your organization or university should make the initial payment, and then you can send us the receipt or invoice, and then we can make this back payment to your organization or university. So we will send out separate email for further information soon about this. Third main activity joint research initiative progress meeting. The aim is to discuss progress on the development of new joint research initiative. So the first meeting in April 2023 will focus on drafting ideas for data collection methods or impact activities. So the second meeting in June will focus on required resources, logistics, and coordination of the data collection or impact activities. And the third meeting in October will focus on preliminary data analysis and impact activities outcomes. So again, myself, Richie, or any volunteers could be the facilitators of the meeting. How this could work? So ideally, everyone that manages to form a group of collaborators or groups of collaborators naturally or organically after the seminars or during the seminars. And these groups of collaborators work together informally using emails and further online meetings to discuss new joint research initiative project. We've also set up the Slack, which is a kind of online messenger, so you can use it on your desktop and also laptop or mobile phone to initiate any conversation with the potential collaborators. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but hopefully it works well and it helps our informal discussion and collaboration. And then we have 3 big progress check meetings in April, June, and October 2023. So your contribution will be informal discussion, collaboration, and 1-hour meeting for 3 times. And benefit to you is the development of your contribution to the International Upcycling Festival and potential book chapter out of it. And we'll send out a separate email for further information after the seminar series. So the additional in-person meetings in the UK is completely optional and volunteering based. So groups of collaborators. If you happen to have a UK participant, then you can ask for any additional in-person meetings happening in the UK for whatever reason. So it could be a data collection, impact activity, or further discussion or networking. We have a limited budget to fund up to 5 new cross-industry, cross-discipline, and international research projects or initiatives. So it's £500 per project. There's no selection criteria whatsoever. It's a first come, first served basis. And your contribution is up to you, and the benefit to you is £500 funding, development of your contribution to the International Upcycling Festival, and potential book chapter out of it. It will send out separate email for further information after the seminars. The last main activity, International Upcycling Festival, the aim is to showcase the network activities and outcomes, expand the network if possible, and engage businesses and consumers for any direct impact. It's going to be a 2 days event. So the first day is going to be the traditional academic conference with academic presentations and discussions. And the second day will be more about engaging businesses and consumers for awareness raising, education, knowledge transfer, new data collection, and networking, and through a public lecture series, stakeholder workshops, family-friendly activities. And there will be also installations such as poster presentations, film screening, mini exhibitions, pop-up shops, etc. And we also have a gala dinner either on day 1 or 2 as an informal networking between advisory board members and also network members. So myself or Richie or any volunteers could be chairs or facilitators of this event. So how this could work. So again, ideally, everyone should do something regarding your needs or research or initiatives. We have a limited budget, so we're trying to do our best to make this fair distribution of the budget, taking into account the significance of individuals' contribution to the festival and other network activities. But because of okay, so the UK participants or European participants, because of the relatively cheaper travel cost. Probably you will get full funding for travel and accommodation, but if you're coming from America or any of the Asian countries and your flight ticket is over £1,000, for example, then because it's a bit costly, so we probably would be able to partially fund your travel and accommodation. But if you are academic, then it's relatively easier for you to get additional funding from your university. So we will prioritize those people from small and medium-sized businesses elsewhere outside the UK. Yeah, so that's our limited budget situation. And your contribution could be academic paper, presentations or seminars or panel discussion or chairing of peddler sessions or workshop with business people and consumers, or exhibitions or pop-up shops or anything else really you would like to try. So the benefit to you is a full or partial funding for your travel and accommodation and dissemination and impact activities and potential book chapter for your own track record and also further networking with a wider audience and a nice gala dinner with other network members and advisory board members. And we will send a separate email with the details and nearing the time. These are the outputs that we promised to the funder. So one edited book from the seminar series and the International Upcycling Festival. So the provisional title is The Forefront of Upcycling Studies and Opinions, International Upcycling Research Network Outputs, with a world-class publishers such as Springer, Bartlett, and Bloomsbury, and one conference paper and one journal article from the Interpretive Structure Modeling Workshops, and one report and one online website. So this is our website. It's a work in progress. So it doesn't have a lot of information at the moment. But if we look at it for now, it has about the International Upcycling Research Network, so brief explanation of what it is and aims and objectives and timetable of activities. And then we have a people. For now, it has myself and Richie as a co-I, and we have activities, outcomes, contact, but activities and outcomes, they're pretty much empty. So we need a short biography, so maximum 100 words, and nice smiley photo from you. So we will send a separate request email soon about this. And for dissemination, it's going to be through the network and advisory board members and your organization's internal communication and external marketing and relevant societies or various social media like LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, etc. And for the public engagement, the Blended Seminar Series and the International Upcycling Festival will be free and open to the general public. And our primary beneficiaries are researchers, teachers, and students working on upcycling, sustainable design, sustainable production, consumption, lifestyle, business, supply chain management, etc. And our secondary beneficiaries are upcycling practitioners and other stakeholders working in the circular economy-based businesses, and also environmental charities and activists and policymakers and advisors working on environmental sustainability. So hopefully we could create impact for the beneficiaries so the beneficiaries could gain new knowledge and insights, identify potential collaborators and partners, and apply lessons learned and new information to their own research practice, teaching, learning, and policymaking, etc. By participating in the network activities and also accessing to the network outcomes. We are using snowballing to invite new people to the network. So for the UK academics and practitioners, both online and offline participation is very likely. And non-UK academics and practitioners, it's more likely that the only online participation will be available due to our limited budget, or partial offline participation may be possible. So please email me if you know anybody who might be interested in this network to introduce them to the network. And we also have a couple of additional activities, and the first one is a British Science Festival and Delphi study. So the Montfort University in Leicester, we are organizing this year's British Science Festival between 13th and 17th of September. So we've submitted a proposal and it's got accepted, which is called Upcycling Station. It's happening on 16th of September at LCB Depot, which is a innovation and creativity hub in the Leicester City Centre. So it was a proposal made by myself and Mary O'Neill, senior lecturer and program leader in the fine art. So in this upcycling station, our fine art students will create upcycling art pieces with the community people, and we also play the educational video about upcycling. So this educational video is going to be the starting point of the subsequent Delphi study, which will investigate the meaning of upcycling in relation to the circular economy. So we needed 10 to 20 experts in upcycling for this. So your contribution will be a short recorded video, so maximum 5 minutes, about the meaning of upcycling and its relationship with the circular economy, and your responses to a series of online surveys. So we're thinking of about 3 to 5 online surveys, and each survey will take roughly 10 minutes, hopefully. And the benefit to you is promoting yourself at the British Science Festival, and you can also become a co-author of the conference proceeding and the subsequent journal article based on this study. We will send out a separate email for recruitment soon. The second additional activity is a funding application in 2023. So I'm thinking of AHRC follow-on funding for impact and engagement, AHRC Early Career Research Grant, AHRC Research Development and Engagement Fellowships, Early Career Researchers Route. So these are all with more significant amount of funding, up to 100K or 250K, which is much bigger than 43K we have at the moment. So I'm looking for potential co-I or co-Is who could respond back ideally within 72 hours and are capable of independent and collaborative research. So if you have any good ideas or great ideas about collaborative research, please let me know by sending me an email, maybe. So that's it for now. Yeah, so thank you for listening, and thank you for being part of the network, and hopefully we will have a lots of fun together, and we can make a meaningful contribution and also work for upcycling. I really hope to see you soon online or in person. So for now, take care. See you soon. Bye.